Now that we have a better idea of what we're doing with our face and what we're doing with our body and our feet, how do we put that all together to make sure that we're turning right so it all looks cohesive, right? So there's two things that we're going to be doing that are important. When you're on stage, there's going to be quite a few little turns that you're going to have to make. The important part is we're not curving those turns. We're doing a very sleek, intentional flip, if I can call it that. It'll be really tempting to just kind of take it out as a curve, and it might feel like I don't know, an angle, but you gotta do it intentionally. So I'm gonna show you that, and then I'm gonna show you how to turn around. Who knew it would be so difficult, right? Okay, so pivoting when we're turning. So we're gonna be coming from one way, and then we're gonna be turning and going this way, and then we're gonna turn a bunch of times, right? So how to do that properly, it's gonna feel a little bit robotic, but I promise it looks really crisp and clean and confident. So when you're turning, we're gonna be, doing your walk, and you plant one foot and turn your body. Now it can be your left or right foot or whatever, don't think too hard into it. What you're gonna wanna do is plant a foot and turn. So can you show us what it looks like to do a turn, and then we'll show you what not to do when we're turning. Yes, so that was sharp, it was crisp. Now let's show you what it looks like when we're doing a curve or anything other than the sharp turn. So do you see how she kind of ended up going a little bit outside of the straight line? So she thought she was turning right, but really she ended up going in a long curve. The point of that intentional pivot is we're finding our line and going straight there. So next, we're gonna go over how we're gonna turn around. So when you're up here, you're doing your poses, you're loving your life, you're living it. How are you gonna turn around? Well, you'd probably be like, well, Kat, I'm just gonna turn around and walk, right? So on the runway, we wanna do it intentionally, right? I'm gonna use that word a lot. So how that looks, again, we're gonna look at my feet. So we're here and we're posing, we're doing our thing. While we're posing, we're shifting our weight, right, from one leg to the other. So whichever leg we end up on, we are gonna start with the opposite leg. Follow me here. Let me show you what it looks like, and then I'll walk you through it. So we're posing, loving it, we're shifting. Now watch my feet. So, you're posing, you're shifting your weight. I ended up on this hip. I don't want to lift this foot yet. This is the foot that doesn't have any weight on it, so this is the foot that I'm gonna lift. So, this foot is going forward, straight forward. I'm turning my body, but not my head. And then when I get to a point where, okay, my head doesn't naturally turn that far, we're lifting this leg and walking back. That gives you a crisp turnaround. So once again, you're posing, whichever leg does not have the weight on it. You're picking it up, putting it in front of you, turning your body, looking and walking away. Let's go over that with one of the models. So can you show them what it looks like, and then we'll show you what it shouldn't look like. So you'll notice that gives a moment to show your awesome glutes that you've been working on, but not being like too obvious about it. And then that extra eye contact at the end really just brings confidence, right? So let's talk about what not to do. Anything other than that, pretty much. So let's just show you some examples of what you might want to do when you're turning around, but what we're not going to do. So that one was like a lot of awkward steps, right? Like, I'm not sure where I'm putting my foot. I just want to get back, right? Let's show one where we're just kind of turning and not even thinking about our feet at all. So you'll see she did a little bit of a spin there, which is fine, but it was just, we went intentional, right? That's my favorite word here, intentional. So that's it for pivoting and turning around.